Hi everyone, welcome to my first virtual sculpt class. I am so excited to be sharing this with you. It's been a long time coming and I am so thankful if you are here watching this video. For this workout today, you will need a set of heavy weights between 5 and 8 pounds and a set of light weights that is between 2 and 4 pounds. Totally depends on you and your body, and just know that if you don't have weights available, this is a great full body workout with or without them, and we can go ahead and get started. We can start in child's pose, bringing your knees to the wide edges of your mat, bringing your big toes to touch, arms long in front of you, surrendering your forehead down into the space, and sinking your hips into your heels. Knowing that you've already done the hardest part, which is showing up physically. So now I just urge you to try to show up mentally and stay present for the next 45 minutes that we have together. And we can start by taking some deep breaths. Big inhale through your nose, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Another breath like that. Big inhale through your nose, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Continuing these breaths on your own. Every exhale, try to sink a little bit deeper into your shoulders, a little bit deeper into your hips, maybe crawling your fingertips towards the front of the space, maybe widening your knees if that suits your body. And while we are here, I do just want to say that this class moves fast, and that is not meant to be intimidating. That is just supposed to keep everyone present and make sure nobody gets bored. But as always, this is your body, your practice. You take breaks when you need them. And when you feel ready, we can shift forward into a tabletop, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Hold and breathe. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. And exhale, cat pose. Round your spine, chin to chest. Really press the mat away from you. Let it feel good. And again, inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. And exhale, cat pose. Round your spine, chin to chest. Taking a few more rounds of this on your own. You have some options while you are here, maybe threading the needle to open up through your shoulders. Maybe finding some C curves, gazing back at each ankle, opening up your side body and your outer glute. Maybe just warming up through your wrists, finding some natural movement in your neck, natural movement in your hips, knowing it doesn't need to look cool and it doesn't need to have a name. Just whatever type of movement your body is asking you for, I want you to take it. And when you feel ready, we can meet back into a tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. This time we are going to tuck our toes under. We're going to lift up into a bear plank, hovering our knees 1 or 2 inches off our mats, finding a strong core. And we'll do a full body scan while we're here, making sure we have a neutral gaze, looking right at the top of our mat to protect our neck, keeping that chin off of our chest, shoulders right over those wrists, slight bend in the elbows. Belly button is tucked into your spine, so there's no arch in that low back. Both legs 90 degrees. I know you feel your quads. We're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back behind you. Pedaling out your dog, one leg and then the other. Maybe coming to all 10 toes, melting both heels down. Thinking about your toes, your ankles, the back lining of your legs. And make sure you keep your gaze at the back of the space to release any tension you might be holding in your forehead or in your jaw. And we'll come back to a static down dog in 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose, stepping your feet behind your hands, head and neck hang heavy. Option to grab opposite elbow creases and sway side to side, making sure you switch out that grip if you take it. Bending into both knees will get into your low back. Widening and straightening out your legs will get into your hamstrings. Always option for an arm bind behind your back to open up through your chest and shoulders. Maybe bending into one leg and then the other feels good. Just trying to take any last movements that your body is asking you for before we move into the work. And when you feel ready, we can toe heel our feet to touch and slowly rise to stand, one vertebrae at a time, the crown of your head the last to rise. Meeting me with hands at heart center, eyes closed, or a low gaze. At this point in class, we set our intention, whether it's a word, a quote, a phrase, or someone you'd like to dedicate your practice to. If nothing comes to mind, I offer you the mantra, I am capable, and I want you to know that you are all way more capable than you think you are, whether that is mental or physical. You are stronger than you think you are. And I just really hope that this class proves that to you today. And I will try to remind you all throughout class that you are strong, you are capable. And as always, we are in it together and it will be fun. So whether it's your intention or mine, let's seal it together with a breath. Big inhale, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Shake out your arms, open your eyes. We can get right into Sun A. Inhale, mountain, reaching your arms up, melt your shoulders down your spine, engage your glutes, your quads, your core. Exhale, baby back bend, goalpost, squeezing shoulder blades together. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left leg lifts, knee parallel with your hip, flexing your foot. Exhale, figure four, crossing it over the other ankle and sitting low. Take your time. First one is always the hardest. Inhale, back to one-legged mountain, use your core. Exhale, baby back bend. Other side. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Exhale, figure four, crossing it over, sitting low. Core is still working. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain reach. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at your waist. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins, flat spine. Exhale, high plank and hold. Here we warm up for a chaturanga by shifting forward and back 1 inch at a time, really charging up through your core, letting your legs help you. We shift front and back, front and back. You got it. Forward and back, 1 inch at a time. We're not here long. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, high plank, shift forward 1 inch. Exhale, low plank, pinning your elbows to your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. For the rest of class, that is your chaturanga. That is always optional. We'll do that a couple more times, a little bit faster. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, grow tall. Exhale, baby back bend. Left side, inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Other side, right side. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow your high to low or chaturanga. Option to float that back leg. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, grow tall. Exhale, baby back bend. Left side, inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain using that core. Exhale, baby back bend, other side. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg. Exhale, figure four, the deepest you've been yet. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow your high to low or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. All right, from here, we are going to be getting into our sun B setup. Just listen for my cues. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, biceps to ears sitting low. Melt your shoulders down your spine. Really engage that low core. Booty is slightly tucked under, maybe lifting those toes if you can. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. We swing our arms behind us. Think about lifting them as high as you can and then squeezing your hands together, feeling your triceps light up. Beautiful. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow your high to low or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right side. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Feel your core light up. Nice. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. One last time. We're just going to hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, low lunge, stepping your foot between your hands, stay low. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms and torso lift, pulling that right hip back, sending that left hip forward to square out your hips. Both glutes are engaged, core is working. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. We hinge forward, lower body stays the same, upper body is working extra now, feeling your core light up, keeping that chest off your leg. Beautiful. Inhale, crescent, arms lift. Exhale, open up warrior two. Front toes face the top of your mat. Left toes face the left side of your mat. Deep bend in that right knee, squaring your hips, squeezing shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Hands come to heart center, heels in, toes out. Get low in a horse squat. We stretch this twice without weights. So take what you need, maybe rocking side to side, maybe pulsing, maybe bringing your hands to your thighs, whatever you need here. Just thinking about opening up through your inner thighs. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, right arm up and over. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat and flow your high to low or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Left side. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. We hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Inhale, crescent, arms lift. Squaring those hips, pulling that left hip back slightly. Both glutes engaged. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Feel your core light up. Feeling those triceps light up. Make sure you are breathing. Inhale, crescent, arms lift. Exhale, open up warrior two. Front toes face the top of your mat. Toes face the right side of your mat. Hold and breathe. Hands come to heart center, heels and toes out. Get low in that horse squat. Last time we are here without weights, you take what you need. Maybe making it a little bit more active this time, maybe sending the weight to the outside of your feet, lifting those big toes, sending those shoulders over those hips, keeping that chest lifted, core is on. And we'll open back up to that warrior two when you feel ready. Inhale, reverse, left arm up and over, recommit to that lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat and flow your high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Drop to your knees. Towel, water, take what you need. I'm going to give a quick weight demo before we continue. I just want to give a couple quick reminders before we use these weights, making sure that we are safe. So anytime you pick up these weights, make sure you have a generous bend in your knees. Everything moves out and in through heart center, up and in through heart center, and we take out circular motions and full arm extensions. So in that warrior two, we're going to micro bend at our elbows. Reverse warrior, the weight goes straight up. Please take out the side bend. And then instead of windmilling down to the mat, we're going to pull, pivot, plant. And that's how you'll flow your high to low or chaturanga. And then in a halfway lift, we have a narrow row. And everything else I will cue, so just remember to be safe and always option to ditch the weights if they ever feel uncomfortable or unsafe. I'll have you meet me in a downward facing dog with your light set of weights. And before we get going, let's just take one big deep breath together. Big inhale through your nose, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Let's come back to the intention, remembering that we are capable and stronger than we think that we are, and always option to ditch these weights at any point if they are not serving you. All right, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, narrow row. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, weights press up. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. I want you to think about engaging your triceps, reaching your arms as high as you can, and then squeezing those arms together. We're going to pulse our arms up to the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, chair pose, weights press back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, narrow row. Exhale, flow your high to low or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, right side. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent, weights press up. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Same thing, palms face the ceiling. We find a little pulse. Think about keeping your core on, making sure you can see those toes for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, crescent, weights press back up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. We can bring our weights to heart center, heels in, toes out, sitting low in a horse squat. First time we are here with weights. Try to adjust your form before you start pulsing, making sure shoulders are over hips, tailbone is tucked under. Maybe shift your weight to the outside of your feet, and then we pulse it out. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, right weight straight up. Exhale, pull, pivot, plant your weights, and flow your high to low or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Nice. Left side. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge, stepping your foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent, weights press up. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. We pulse our arms up again. Really think about your triceps. Think about your core. Make sure you are breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, crescent, weights press back up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Make sure you micro bend your elbows. We bring weights to heart center, heels in, toes out, shoulders over hips. We pulse it out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, left weight straight up. Exhale, pull, pivot, plant your weights, and flow your high to low or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Beautiful. Drop to your knees, towel, water, take what you need, and we will move on to our sculpt sides. We are going to keep our light weights for these sculpt sides. It will go by fast. We have sculpt side 1 and then immediately go into sculpt side 2. So meet me in a chair pose with your light set of weights when you are ready. Inhale, chair pose, weights press up. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. We'll bring weights down in front of us, palms face each other. Make sure shoulders are pinned back, core is on. We have reverse flies. We lift and lower, lift and lower. The longer the lever, the harder it is. So make sure you have a decent bend in your elbows. Think about leading with your elbows instead of leading with these weights. Squeezing shoulder blades together at the top and keeping them pinned back the whole time. Chin stays off your chest. Breathe through it. Exhale as you open up wide. Remembering your legs are here to help you. Your glutes are here to help you. Your core is here to help you. We are almost out of this. We pulse our arms high in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold it high. Find a pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, chair pose, weights press back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, narrow row. Exhale, flow your high to low or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right side. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. We're going to be here on repeat. I want you to find your own pace. Don't worry about your speed. I would rather you worry about your form and your stability. I don't care how slow you are going or how fast you are going, as long as you are connecting breath to movement, inhaling that toe high. Exhale as you pull it in. Really think about the back lining of your legs and your glutes as you send that leg high, thinking about your core and your shoulders as you pull it in. Inhale and exhale in that crunch. You've got it. We are here a little bit longer than you want to be, but we are almost out of it. We pulse our knee to our chest in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right here, bringing that knee back down to our nose. We pulse for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent, weights press up. Exhale, crescent with airplane arm. From here, we are going to send our arms back up, staying hinge forward. Left toes meet the right, and then we send that left leg back. From here, we crunch, extend, crunch, extend. It might take a second to find that coordination, to find that balance, but just try your hardest to stay low in that right leg, letting that glute burn out. Shoulders are on fire. I know. Make sure you breathe. We inhale everything long. Exhale in that crunch. You've got it. We have time to shake out our legs. We have time to reset our form. Make sure you are breathing. You can always ditch the arms. You can always ditch the leg. You can always do one and then the other. Totally up to you. We are not here long. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to that crescent. Slow and controlled. Weights press up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. From here, we bring weights to heart center, heels in, toes out. Perfect this form, shoulders over hips, core is on, shifting weight to the outside of our feet. We're going to lift and lower, just basic horse squats. We'll add our arms. We goalpost when you feel ready, elbows in line with shoulders, everything up, everything down. We lift and lower, stopping those elbows at shoulder height, really engaging that core, making sure you have open mouth exhales at the top of this squat. It will help you, I promise. We lower and lift. You got it. We are almost there. We are not here long. We're going to pulse it low for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse right weight straight up. Exhale, pull, pivot, plant. Flow your high to low or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll go right into the left side. Remember to come back to that intention, remembering that you are stronger than you think. You are capable of way more than you think. And if we did it on the right side, you know we can do it on the left side. So when you are ready, inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. You know what we're doing here. We're here on repeat. Try your hardest to keep your hips square at the top. It is not about how high you can kick your leg. It is about finding that control in your core, that control in your glutes, really thinking about your core as you crunch forward, really thinking about your glutes and the back lining of your legs as you send that leg high. You've got it. Connect that breath to movement. We're not here for much longer. We just pulse that knee to our nose in 3, 2, 1. Find that pulse for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent, weights press up. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. You know where we're going. We bring those weights back up, staying hinge forward. Those toes meet the left, then we send them right back. Extend and crunch. Extend and crunch. Give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself time to find that balance and that coordination. Remember, you can always take a break. You can always shake out your legs, shake out your arms. We have time. We're not rushing, and we are not here forever. Stay with me. Inhale as you extend, exhale in that crunch. We are so close. Let it burn. We have 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. We send it back to that crescent. Take your time. Slow and controlled. Weights press back up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Weights come to heart center, heels in, toes out. We go back to those horse squats. When you're ready, we lift and lower, lift and lower. Make sure you inhale as you lower, exhale to the top. Inhale, exhale, you got it. We're going to goalpost those arms. We add that press when you feel ready, making sure elbows stay in line with shoulders. Everything lifts and lowers, lifts and lowers. We're sweaty, we're shaky, we're tired. I know you've got it. Down and up, down and up. Stay with me. We are not here long. We pulse it low. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Find that pulse. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Open up, warrior 2. Take your time. Inhale, reverse. Left weight straight up. Exhale, pull, pivot, plant. Last chaturanga of class. Make it count. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Drop down to your knees. Towel, water. Be proud of yourself because that was not easy. We have successfully made it through that first half of class, so please be proud of yourself, knowing that we only have one half left to go. We are going to grab our heavy weights, and you're going to meet me in a high plank when you feel ready. Once you get into that high plank, make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are in line with your shoulders, and widen your stance slightly. And all we're going to do from here is shift back into a downward facing dog and forward into that high plank. So we're back and forward. It's back for 2 and forward for 2. If you have the playlist playing, you can try to catch the beat. It's back for 2 and forward for 2. We are going to hold that high plank in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift forward into that high plank. From here, we have alternating renegade rows. We'll start on the right arm. We lift and put it down. Left arm, lift, put it down. The whole time we are here, I just want you thinking about keeping those hips as stable as possible. That's the most challenging part. We're really asking a lot of our core while we are here. Always option to take these on your knees, but we are not here for too long. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. We shift back into that downward dog and forward into that high plank. We are back doing this same set that we started with. It's back for 2 and forward for 2. You've got it. We are not here for too long. We hold a static high plank in 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hold. Make sure shoulders are over wrists, hips are in line with shoulders. Widen your feet if you need to. We have mountain climbers coming up. They are slow. We go in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull right, left, right, left, right, left. You've got it. We're not here forever. We switch to plank jacks in 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's out, in, out, in. You've got it. Nobody likes cardio. I know. We're breathing through it. We are not here forever. We shift back to a high plank super soon. Stay with me. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We shift back into that downward facing dog and forward into that high plank. We are here again. We're familiar with this. Let it feel good. Let it be a tiny break, but make sure that low core is working. We'll finish in a high plank in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Just hold it low. One last high plank. You've got it. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Towel, water, take what you need. That was a tough one. We are now going to move on to a heavy leg series. We have some horse squats and some double lunges. We're going to start standing with our heavy weights with our left foot on the front of our mat and our right foot on the back side of our mat. And we'll have weights at heart center, heels in, toes out. We've already been here before, so we are pros at the horse squat by now. And when you feel ready, we'll lower. Fix our form, make sure shoulders over hips, tailbone tucked under, sending weight to the outside of our feet. Lift those big toes. And then when you feel ready, we can lift and lower. Lift and lower. Making sure you inhale as you lower and exhale as you lift. We're taking it slow. This is a long series. Really think about getting as low as you can every single time before squeezing back up, really engaging glutes and legs at the bottom and at the top. Chest stays lifted. We don't have any arm work in this series. However, I do want you to squeeze those weights together. Make sure that upper body is doing some work. We'll pulse it low in 4, 3, 2, 1. Find that pulse for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Stand it up. Pivot towards the front of your mat so your left foot is in front, right foot is in back. We have double lunges, which means as we lower, both legs come 90 degrees. Back knee hovers just 1 inch off that mat. Really feeling this in your left glute, making sure chest stays lifted, core is working. You've got it. Remember those breaths. Inhale as you lower, exhale to the top. You've got it. We pulse in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low, just pulse. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Stand it up, pivot back to that horse squat, and we do it again. Making sure heels in, toes out. This side is a little bit shorter. We lower and lift. You've got it. Lower and lift. Inhale, exhale at the top. We're almost ready to pulse. We hold low in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold low. We pulse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Pivot towards the back of the mat. This time, right foot is front, left foot is back. We lower and lift. Both legs 90 degrees. Back knee hovers 1 inch off the mat. Chest is lifted. We are not here long. Stay with me. Glutes are burning, legs are shaking. We are sweating. You've got it. We pulse in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold it low. We pulse it out. We are so close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Drop those weights. Towel, water, take what you need. Be proud of yourself. We are almost there. We will now get into some belly up core, and I'm going to cue light weights, and you can meet me laying all the way down on your back. Legs are going to come up the wall, so feet are right over those hips, and those weights will be right over your eyes, and we'll start just by dropping our legs at a 4 count. So it's down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. The biggest thing here is focusing on really keeping that low back stamped into the mat. Force that low core to work. You've got it. We're going to add our arms into the mix so everything goes back and everything comes back up. It's down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. You've got it. Really force that low back into the mat using that low core. You've got it. I know it burns. Those arms are shaking. Legs are tired. Core is tired. I know, but you are strong. We are so close. We're switching it up a little bit. We are going to do one and then the other. So we are going to start, everything comes back up the wall, and then we drop our arms, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, then legs, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. You've got it. One after the other, really forcing that core to stabilize you as you are working the top half of your core, sending those arms back, and you are working the low part of your core, sending those legs forward. You've got it. We go back to both our legs and arms dropping at the same time in 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything back and everything comes back up. You've got it. Try to keep it at that slow 4 count. Try not to rush everything up to the top. Use those breaths. We are almost out of this. You are going to meet me in a boat pose in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Sitting up, finding that boat pose, weights at heart center. We have Russian twists. We'll go right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Keeping those weights close to your chest. Think about dropping that elbow to the back of the mat behind you. You've got it. We lay it all the way back down in 4, 3, 2, 1. We lay it all the way back down. We do it again. We drop our arms and our legs. We are almost there. Let it burn. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. You've got it. We are so close. Core is on fire. We have one working song after this, and then we get to stretch. Stay with me. We are almost out of the hardest part. We have boat pose one more time. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Find that boat pose. We twist, center, twist, center. We are almost out of it. This side is shorter. 2 more each side. Come on. Left, center, right, center. 1 more. Left, center. Let it go. Towel, water, take what you need. That was a burner. All right, from here, we are ditching those light weights and grabbing our heavy weights one last time. We have a glute bridge series. We're going to lay all the way down on our backs, bringing those weights to our hips, making sure your core is working this entire time to help you. When you feel ready, we lift and lower, lift and lower, pressing through your heels. Think about lifting higher every single time. Your core is on to help you. Your booty does not need to come all the way back to the mat because we are on a little bit of a faster pace here. It's up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2. You've got it. Really pressing through your heels. We're going to hold high and pulse in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Next one. We hold it high. Find a pulse. Remembering that your glutes and your legs are big muscles. They can handle way more than you think. Coming back to that intention, I am capable. You've got it. Little pulse, stay here. Breathe through it. Remember, we stretch after this song. We are so close. We hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down and up, down and up, right back to it. You've got it. We lift and lower. Stay with me. Lift and lower. Glutes are shaking. Legs are shaking. We are sweaty. We are tired, but we are also strong. Stay with me. We hold everything high in 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, hips are high, weights are up overhead. We have a chest press. We drop and press, drop and press. Remember why those hips are still held high. We want the tension in our glutes. We want that challenge. Lift them as high as you can. We stretch after this. Try not to let those hips drop. I know. We add the hips in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Right here. Everything comes down and everything presses up. You've got it. Down and up. Press through it. Down and up. We are so close. We stretch after this. One last burnout. You can do it. I know you can. We hold our hips high and we pulse in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips high, just pulse, little pulse, little pulse. You've got it. You've got it. We go back to glute bridges in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips down, and we do it again. It's up and down, lift and lower. Stay with me. Lift and lower. I know this feels like it's been going on forever, but like I said, your legs and glutes are stronger than you think. We are so close. We'll flip our palms to face each other for a narrow chest press. When you are ready, hold everything high. Palms face each other. We lower and lift. Hips stay lifted. You've got it. We add our hips soon. Just lighting up these triceps. Make sure those elbows are grazing your ribs, hovering the mat at the bottom and pressing back up. We add our hips when you are ready in 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything lifts, everything lowers, lifts and lowers. Last 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Let it go. Towel, water, take what you need. That was a lot of hard work. You have a lot to be proud of. Thank you so much for doing that with me. And when you feel ready, we can rock ourselves into a seated position, clap it out for yourselves, and then when you feel ready, meet me on your feet and we can stretch it out. Inhale, mountain reach, and exhale, tuck, round, and curl. Think about pressing your palms into the mat, opening up through your shoulder blades, rounding through your spine, stretching through your toes. Letting your breath slow naturally, letting that heart rate come down. And we'll do it again. Inhale, mountain reach. Exhale, tuck, round, and curl. This time, I want you to bring your forehead a little bit closer to your knees and wrap your arms around your legs if that suits your body. And I just want you to think about this as a little hug because you all deserve one, especially from yourself. And we'll do it one last time. Inhale, mountain reach. Come to all 10 toes. Lengthen your spine. Let your legs shake. And exhale, tuck, round, and curl. Feel free to hold this position for as long as you would like, but when you feel ready, we can slowly roll onto our backs, one vertebrae at a time. Bringing your knees into your chest, finding some sort of movement that speaks to you. Maybe that's rocking side to side. Maybe that's manually moving your knees in a circle and then switching that direction. Maybe opening and closing your knees feels good. Maybe just finding stillness at the center. Whatever you need. And then we can find a little neutralizing squeeze. And we can take our right ankle, crossing it over that left knee for a figure 4. Pulling that thigh in. Maybe using that right elbow to send that right knee out a little bit wider to deepen the stretch in that glute. And then we can switch it out, bringing both knees into our chest, finding a little squeeze, and then crossing that left ankle over the right knee, pulling the right thigh in. Maybe using that left elbow to send that left knee out a little bit wider to deepen the stretch in that glute. And then we can bring both knees into our chest again, a little squeeze, and then we can grab the inner or outer arches of our feet for happy baby. Bringing your knees into your armpits, maybe rocking side to side, maybe straightening one leg and then the other, maybe just holding stillness, whatever is speaking to you. And then when you feel ready, I need everything you have left. Curl it up in a tiny little ball, squeezing finger, toes, forehead, jaw, core, glutes, hamstrings, so much you feel yourself lift an inch off your mat through your back. Big inhale through your nose, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Laying flat on your mat, finding a spot that is comfortable for you. Soaking in this last little bit of hard work. Letting your thoughts come and go, but trying to remain present for the remainder of class, knowing that I will wake you when it's time. All right, friends, when you feel ready, you can start to invite gentle movements back into your fingers, back into your toes, knowing that this space is yours for as long as you may need it. But if you're ready to move on, you can start to roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles, maybe dropping your chin from shoulder to shoulder, maybe dropping your toes from one side of the mat to the other. And then we can reach arms overhead like we're waking up for the very first time. Really stretch into it. Big inhale through your nose, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. One more breath, just like that. Big inhale through your nose, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. And when you feel ready, you can meet me on your favorite side in fetal position, using your bicep as a pillow, your other hand flat on the mat. And as always, I want you to take a second and thank yourself for showing up and taking 45 minutes for you and only you. I say this every single time I teach, but I never say it lightly. This is always something to be proud of. And I am always so proud of all of you and inspired by all of you and motivated by all of you that take my class. So I just always hope that you all feel that same way about yourselves. And when you feel ready, you can meet me seated top of your mat, eyes closed or a low gaze. We can inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, dropping them down to heart center. Thank you so much. If you clicked on this video, watched this video, did half of the video, did the full video, whatever it is, it means so much to me that you are here. And I am so proud of you and I am so thankful for you. And on that note, we can bring hands to our heart for kindness in our actions, hands to our lips for kindness in our words, and hands to our third eye center for kindness in our thoughts. The light and the love in me honors and respects the light, love in all of you. And I bow to you